God, focus. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, my workspace is a bit cluttered, so please don't judge. So, this is, I still have to work on her a little bit more because when I glued her tail back on, I had her on her side because that was the only way to, like, keep it clamped for 2 hours. I was not about to stand in one spot. Anyways, so first thing what I did was I took a regular My Little Pony and I added some Model Magic, like the Crayon Model Magic stuff, to her backside. Pretty much I'm experimenting with different things. So this one was with Model Magic. See how like paint works on it. Of course, it's not exactly the smoothest. So I let it dry for about 2 or 3 days because it was still pretty, malleable. But I've noticed that, even now, it's been over a week, and it's been a couple of days since I painted, so it's all cured. Still very malleable. I can just pinch it and it's giving. It's like this has been a few days. It's supposed to be like a 24-hour dry. I mean, there's no way to work with it anymore. I mean, definitely won't be able to work with it anymore, but it's still, it's not like, see how that bends? That's pretty much how it works. I don't mind this clay as a beginner, because I am. I've never attempted free-form sculpture until, this snake, but we'll get to that. Still working on them. And this is really my first time working with clay. Like, I've painted ceramics, but that's about the extent of my clay work. Well, besides my putting my dog's pills in pill wraps, I gotta flatten that out and wrap it and stuff. Then I used this gesso stuff because I saw I had this. I didn't even realize I had this, but I saw Nerdy Crafter using it. I used it. I painted this whole thing white. Um, the clay was surprisingly easy to paint, even though it's like still like malleable. It's not absorbing, so that was the best part. So it was able to, like, it was all able to go on. The only thing is with the flat, I just need to work on techniques. I just wasn't able to get into the cracks very well. So of course I had to do, I like to do 2 coats of things, at least 2 coats. So I did like 2 coats of the gesso. I had to actually do 3 coats of the gesso on the parts where there, get off, where there wasn't any. So I guess there was an improvement. However, like, these 2 limbs are just like so thick, and these 2 are just so like much better. So I guess doing the 3rd coat was, even better. And then once I finished with that, I didn't even know where I was going with it, right? So I painted it all. I gessoed it, which is primering. And then I thought, well, what design am I going to use for her? Or am I going to make it a him? I did not know. So at first I was going to do Beetlejuice. But then it was just like, then as I'm putting the, as I'm looking at it, it just seems more of a female shaped pony. So I went ahead and did Lydia. And I wanted to do the one with the red poncho thing. But that's where I was kicking myself for not planning ahead, because I didn't know this was even going to work. Because I would have done it as done this model clay as a skirt instead of, stop going out of focus, instead of like this, what I did. And so I decided, I saw a picture of her, of the cartoon one in her school uniform. So I did the school uniform. And I kept her regular. I don't think she wears, oh my god, focus. Thank you. Oh my god. I don't think she wears the ponytails in her school uniform, but no, the pony came with ponytails. So I put her things, her purple pink things, and her eyeshadow. The eyes were just hard. My original plan was to keep the primer thin on the eyes, but then I deleted that idea and just primed over the eyes like really good. So I could do my own eyes, which I'm actually glad I did. I am really bad with making one eye look exactly like the other eye, because one is always going to be better. I also have to remember, this is practice. It does not have to be perfect. So says the tail with Gorilla Glue on it. You see the glitter on there? Okay, I first tried to put it together with, put the tail back together with glitter glue. That does not adhesive so well. It was so slimy and everything, so I'm like, okay. So I went to the garage, dug out the Gorilla Glue, and just went to town. Trying not to get it on my hands or in my hair, you know, as people do. No hate, really, no hate. I really feel bad for that person. I mean, oh man. I mean, it was a very, like, I'll say it was a very good idea. Just not a good idea. That made no sense. Maybe cut that out. But anyways, this is my first attempt at a customization and working with any type of clay. I haven't worked with clay before. So, yeah. Hopefully I can improve on techniques. I'm very proud of her because she is my first attempt. It was relaxing. And I want to do a huge shout out, even though I have like no subscribers. No one's even gonna watch this. So why even shout it out? Because I feel like it. This is all thanks to watching Nerdy Crafter. I mean, honestly, like, she just kind of opened up a whole new world of artwork to me. It's like, oh, that seems like something I could do. Of course, it's not as easy as it looks. It's a big learning curve, but it's not like it's unattainable goals. It's with practice, and I love working my hands. I have to keep working with my hands because I've got a lot of habits, bad habits that I do. I scratch at my head, I pull in my hair. Some of you who know me know that I have that problem during streams and gaming. I wouldn't even know I was doing it. So this So anything that keeps my hands busy, like this, my coloring, I've been doing a lot of cooking, a lot of baking, because, you know, I've been really needing to cook for myself. My mom is a great cook, but I was diagnosed with GERD, and it is very painful. So I gotta cook for myself, only certain foods and stuff. So, but I mean, to me, like, I took something that was depressing at first, because I had to cut out a lot of food, and then I just kind of went creative on everything that I was doing, like really creative. But anyways, that's all for now. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do.